Gather around, brave souls, for a trio of stories that will send shivers down your spine and leave you in stitches. These are tales of eerie encounters, monstrous mishaps, and battles that defy all logic. Hold on to your seats as we embark on a fantastical journey filled with terror and laughter. Story 1. The Haunted Carnival. In a forgotten corner of the world, there was an abandoned carnival. Rumor had it that the place was haunted by a mischievous ghost clown named Chuckles. One stormy night, three friends, Jack, Jill, and Bob, decided to explore the carnival for a thrill. As they entered, the once dark carnival lit up with eerie, flickering lights. Chuckles made his grand entrance, riding a unicycle, juggling ghostly pies. The friends screamed, but their screams turned into uncontrollable laughter as Chuckles slipped on a banana peel and tumbled into a cotton candy machine, emerging as a giant pink fluff ball. Their laughter echoed through the carnival, but the ghostly Chuckles was not done. He summoned an army of animated circus props, clowns on stilts, ferocious stuffed animals, and flying popcorn buckets charged at the trio. In the ensuing chaos, Jack wielded a candy cane like a sword, Jill used a hula hoop as a shield, and Bob expertly threw popcorn like ninja stars. The battle was ridiculous, with friends slipping on popcorn and clowns getting tangled in their own stilts. Finally, Chuckles, laughing too hard to continue, called a truce. He declared the friends honorary ghost clowns and vanished into the night, leaving them to wonder if it had all been a dream. Story 2. The Werewolf's Costume Party. In the small village of Moontown, every Halloween, a costume party was held at the old mansion on the hill. This year, however, the party was hosted by a real werewolf named Larry. Larry loved parties but had no idea how to throw one. The villagers arrived in their costumes, unaware of Larry's true nature. As the night progressed, Larry's excitement caused him to transform uncontrollably, ripping through his vampire costume and revealing his furry self. Instead of panic, the villagers burst out laughing at the sight of a werewolf in ripped, too small clothes. Determined to salvage the party, Larry challenged the guests to a series of silly games. The werewolf versus villagers in a three-legged race was a sight to behold. Larry's partner, a frail old man named Mr. Jenkins, kept tripping over his own feet, causing Larry to drag him like a rag doll. The crowd roared with laughter. The final game was a dance-off. Larry's awkward, furry dance moves, combined with his uncoordinated attempts at moonwalking, had everyone in stitches. By the end of the night, Larry's monstrous nature was forgotten, and he became the town's favorite party host. Story 3. The Vampire's Baking Disaster. Deep in the Transylvanian mountains, Count Vladislav, a vampire with a sweet tooth, decided to enter a baking competition. Despite his centuries of existence, Vladislav had never baked a thing in his life. Undeterred, he donned an apron and set to work. The competition was fierce, with witches, goblins, and mummies all showcasing their best recipes. Vladislav, however, struggled. His first attempt at a cake turned into a volcanic eruption of batter, splattering the judges and contestants. Refusing to give up, Vladislav tried making cookies. Somehow he confused salt with sugar, and his cookies became lethal salt bombs. The judges' exaggerated reactions, spitting and gasping for water, turned the event into a comedy show. For the grand finale, Vladislav attempted a towering chocolate cake. Halfway through, he realized he had no idea how to stack the layers. The cake wobbled precariously before collapsing in slow motion, covering Vladislav in chocolate. The crowd's laughter was deafening. Despite his failure, Vladislav's spirit won over the judges, and he was awarded a special prize for the most entertaining baker. The vampire returned to his castle, proud of his new title and eager to bake more disasters. Conclusion. And so, dear listeners, we learn that even in the most terrifying of tales, there is room for laughter. Whether it's battling ghost clowns, dancing with werewolves, or baking with vampires, these stories remind us that humor can be found in the darkest of places. Sleep well, and remember to laugh at the shadows.